today we're getting into the Goo Goo Dolls with Iris. And this is going to be a live performance from Buffalo in 2004. And that's a kind of a big deal because they're from Buffalo performing in their home city on Independence Day. What more could you want?
I'm sure the energy is going to be unmatched.
I'm excited. When we didn't know that going into this.
We just found that out.
We just saw that this was a really renowned live performance of the song from them. Then we read more details. I'm like, okay, let's see what this is all about. We'd love to watch that crowd energy in live performances, right?
That's my favorite thing I think about live performances is just seeing how engaged and the crowd's energy and how they respond to the performers. I think that's so
and
cool.
how the performer responds to the crowd. You get to see that a lot of times too, right?
Yep.
So what are some details about this song, Sam?
Well, this song did really well. It went to number 9 on the Billboard Hot 100, but it went to number 1 on the Adult Top 40 in the US, and it stayed there for 18 consecutive weeks, which apparently was like a huge phenomenon at the time. And it's just like been a really popular song over time. Like it's been in a lot of movies. It was actually recorded originally for a movie called City of Angels, but it's been featured in a lot of movies and movie and TV shows and stuff like that since.
Yeah, it came out in 1998. The soundtrack came out in 1998, the film City of Angels. And then they put it on their album later on that year in 1998. And obviously, it's been a renowned song since. Like Sam was saying, featured it a lot. We did actually a cover of this song from another artist, an Indonesian artist, believe it or not. So that tells you that this has got some international
It's gone all over the world. Yeah.
And so I don't think there's anything else we wanted to add about this one, right?
No, let's get into it.
You're ready, Sam?
I'm ready.
Clearly.
I'm excited. I like this song. I love this song.
You're pretty familiar. You said you did something with this song, right?
I did a interpretive dance for I took a dance class in grade 10. We had dance class, and my final exam was you had to put together your own interpretive dance, and this is the song that I did it to.
So you're much more familiar with this than I am, and that means we better get into it because I want to get more familiar right now. Let's go. Oh, wow.
It's raining.
Raining.
Turn my guitar on.
Wow.
And I'd give up forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be, and I don't wanna go home right now, 'cause all I can taste is this moment, and all I can breathe is your life. So when sooner or later it's over, I just don't wanna miss you tonight. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's meant to be broken, I just want you to know I am. Woo! Can't fight the tears that ain't coming, or the moment of truth in your lies. So when everything feels like the movies, yeah, you bleed just to know you're alive. And I don't want the world to see me.
Wow.
'Cause I don't think that they'd understand.
So good.
To be broken, I just want you to know I am. Hey.
All right. So clearly, Sam, I feel like you've probably got some goosebumps on this one.
I really like this because this seems so much more, not so much more, but it's an added layer of vulnerability and rawness, I feel like, in this live performance compared to the studio version. Like the studio version is amazing, but it's so polished
Right.
and like smooth and put together. Whereas
Well,
I feel like
I was thinking like his vocal kind of sounds raw. Like I'm not really familiar with the
Yes.
original, but I was just getting this like dry, gritty vocal. It's not like his vocal itself when he performs is raw is gritty per se, but the sound that I'm getting in this environment is the vibe. So it's different.
yeah,
you would say.
I would say it's different. Like it's not like it's like it sounds like a different person or anything, but it definitely is a different sound to it.
Mhm.
Even the guitar work, like in the studio, again, it's just the mix and stuff is like a lot more polished and like, you know, with all like the bells and whistles put on it.
Yeah,
Whereas
for
this
sure.
is, I feel like in that live setting, it just sounds more authentic, raw, vulnerable, which for this song itself and like obviously the meaning of the song, I feel like
Exactly.
this fits really well.
Vulnerability, and it's also there being vulnerable in the rain.
Yeah.
Which is wild.
Yeah.
I really love too that like they're at the forefront. They're not covered, right? They could be. They could have brought their mic stands back a little bit and been out of the rain because you see that from the drummer and the bassist, I think it was, that they're not in the rain. But then they have the two of them. They're out front, right in front of the crowd, getting rained on with the crowd. You can tell that they're just like, you know, what we referred to in the beginning about being resonating with the crowd, feeding off the energy.
Yeah.
They're like, you guys are in the rain. We're going to be in the rain too.
Yeah.
And then obviously the performance is just fantastic. I mean, the emotional sincerity that you mentioned that's coming out through the performance, obviously, but the vocal is amazing. I mean, really an awesome rock vocal. And, you know, just like I said, this element of the weather, the rain, you know, it's USA, it's Independence Day in their home city, all the elements coming together, literally, for this one to make it such a memorable performance, I feel like.
Yeah, for sure. And I feel like just this, because the whole idea of the song, right, is like there almost isn't anything that you'd give up for this person to like do for this person, right? And I
Yeah.
feel like the way that it's delivered is definitely encapsulating this.
All right, let's keep it going.
I want you guys to take this one home, all right?
Here we go.
And I don't want to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's meant to be broken, I just want you to know I am. much. We love you. Good night. Thank you for sticking around.
What a great performance. This is so inspirational. It makes me want to be a music artist or a musician or a performer. I mean, they were just having the time of their life. You could tell that they just loved what they were doing, and you love to see that passion from an artist. And obviously the crowd was
loving it too.
Yeah. And what a way to close out that show, right? And with that huge song, getting the audience involved. I had goosebumps towards the end there. And yeah, I mean, doesn't get much better than that in terms of a live performance. I think that'll be up there with one of the top ones that I've ever seen.
Yeah, I thought it was really great. And like I said, I almost even preferred this over the studio version, which is crazy. And I had to laugh. I was thinking to myself while I was watching this, I actually saw a reel on Instagram the other day that was somebody singing this song in their car at like the top of their lungs, being like, this song had millennials in the early 2000s singing this at like 10 years old at the top of their lungs, like they were going through a 40-year-old going through a divorce.
Yeah.
And it's just funny because even at like a young age, I feel like for me, like when this came out, I was really young, but I listened to it too, right? And like everybody can listen to this and enjoy it.
Yeah, I think it's ear pleasing, right? They just really did an amazing job at stripping down the drums at the right sections and allowing that vulnerability to really come through. And you just feel like it's wholesome, like a wholesome song, right? That comes from the soul, which I think that's why so many people probably resonate with it.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I really enjoyed it though.
Well, guys, let us know if this is one of your favorite performances. Let us know if you have any other recommendations from the Goo Goo Dolls, because I'm not really familiar with them all that much. I had some familiarity, I think, with the chorus on this one, but definitely not affiliated with their catalog. So you guys should give us more insights down below in the comment section right now. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you want to come back and hang out with us in the future. We'd love to have you. Have a great day, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thanks for watching, guys.